You're a Toplander. That's amazing! What are you doing all the way down here? A mission? Dear me, that sounds important. If you need any help, feel free to ask me. Although, I'm still quite young, and I don't know much, to be honest. I was hoping that, if you have time during your mission, perhaps you could share some of your knowledge with me. Please? I have some items that came from your land. You know, up there. But no one here knows what they're used for. And I can't for the life of me figure it out. Of course, I have my own ideas, but, I doubt they're anywhere close to the truth. Oh, that's wonderful! Thank you! Let's start with this one. Look, it has all those long teeth. Utterly fascinating. The teeth are sharp, but not sharp enough to cause a serious wound. But you can plunge the whole thing into the ground? So, I figured, it must be for keeping Toplanders tethered to the land. Am I right? Ah, you want to know how I figured it out, don't you? Well, from what I know about the surface, you're not surrounded by water. In fact, you're not surrounded by anything. So, it only makes sense that you'd need something to keep your feet on the ground. And this digs right in, holding you steady. Your hair? What? You! And I touched it! You take it. I don't want it anymore. I think I'm done for now. Could you come back later? Please? I am? I do. Oh, is that what you call coral shapers where you're from? An artist? But you just said they were called artists. That's a different word. But not coral? Why? You don't have it on the surface? Then it's possible you do have coral shapers, and you just don't know them. But you'd still call them artists. I like that. I think I'll start using it for myself. Thank you for sharing this knowledge with me. We've decided to settle near the archive, to stay close to the knowledge. Everyone here dreams of catching a glimpse of what's inside one day. I hope I'll be worthy enough for Urkel to let me in. But as far as I can remember, nobody ever has been. You'd have to be invited by Urkel, and that's it. Ruiko guards the entrance, but don't count on her being lenient or bribable. Ugh, if you tried to bribe her, she'd take it as a terrible insult. Oh, would you like to see what I made? Don't stay away too long. was just thinking about you. Yes! So, this one was a bit tricky. I found a sealed container in a shipwreck, so I decided to look inside, right? And there was this. It has such an odd crystalline texture, but the golden color is so beautiful. I once heard a Morgan complain that the surface is too bright because of the, sun? So, I deduced that this must be the light of the sun itself, spun into crystals. Am I right? You eat it? And how is it made? Stop! I think I've heard enough. So it's not the sun? I see. So I wasn't too far off, was I? Thank you for this knowledge. I think I need some time to think about it. Come back soon, won't you? Oh, I was just thinking about... Oh, of course. This one's quite easy. But I'd still like to be sure. I got it from Boz, who got it from Undira, who found it with one of the Kelpies. So strange, the whole story. But I'm fairly certain it's just a piece of jewelry. The shape is so pretty. Probably lost by some poor toplander, abducted by a Kelpie. Horses? What are horses? Right. And these horseshoes, what are they for? A foot. So it's not some delicate toplander's adornment, but something you strap onto a beast's foot. And that's why someone put it on a Kelpie? To make it a beast of burden? That's barbaric. To use a free creature that way. I don't think I want to hear more about the surface. Please, just leave me be. Come back soon, won't... Oh, I'm fine. Just a little bit disillusioned, I suppose. No, I threw it all away. The more you told me, the more disgusted I became with it. In the end, I couldn't even look at those items, afraid of what new horror they might reveal. I always imagined life on the surface as something grand, glamorous, full of joy, bathed in golden light. Now it just seems dirty. If you say so. Still, it's hard to imagine now. And I don't think I want to anymore. I've realized I stopped appreciating the beauty of Saras, the quiet serenity of the depths, the brilliant luster of scales. Instead, I lived in a fantasy, chasing the unreachable. But I won't make that mistake again. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the knowledge you shared. It means more to me now than I ever imagined. Come, take a look. Go on.
moment I thought Morgan had bewitched my eyes. But no, they weren't deceiving me. You're here, and you're not one of us. I'm so glad to meet you. I'm Nautilum, the local fillet knife master. Oh, yes, my child. We all know. Do you really think news in an underwater kingdom travels by sound, like it does on the surface? That would be terribly inefficient. Your arrival sent a wave through the depths, heard by anyone willing to listen. And most of them are afraid of you, my child. But now that I see with my own eyes, I find nothing evil about you. I'm very good at reading the intentions of deep dwellers, but you're the first Toplander I've ever met. So I can only hope I'm not wrong. By the way, if you ever find yourself needing to reach the Ulcerate, you'd better not. It's a dangerous place, even for deep dwellers, let alone Toplanders. My dear, mark my words. A cook, you say? From what little I know, your cooks on the surface love using fire. Frying, roasting, smoking. Ooh, you won't see any of that down here. Oh, sure. We can heat our dishes on a geyser. I guess you could even call that cooking, but it's nothing like what you're used to. So, are you ready to learn the secrets of underwater cuisine? Very well. If that's what you want to call it. Here, take this recipe. Try it out and tell me what you think. He's a slippery bastard. Well, everything is slippery here, but you know what I mean. But no one else will tell you that to your face. Everyone is afraid of him because he collects knowledge. Maybe one day he'll have enough to be let into the archive. And when that day comes, the whole village will breathe easier. Once you get into the archive, you never want to leave. So I wish him luck. Even if he is not exactly my favorite person. Oh, no. I can tell you everything about this place. My kitchen is the most fascinating spot in the whole realm. Have you seen the carcass of the great serpent yet? Not long ago, they were the source of endless feasts. You need to understand, my child, that nothing goes to waste here. We live in perfect harmony. And that's why, when an underwater creature finds the water too heavy to bear, it gives up its body for the benefit of the rest. And that's how we have a nearly endless supply of food. Now, do you see why I'm the best cook you'll ever meet? Of course we do. Why are you so surprised? What's the point of wasting good meat if the soul has already left the body? From your tone, I take it you treat your dead differently. But is it really so strange? Every place has its own customs. I knew you were a smart beast. I can see it in your eyes. Food is the foundation of life. Obviously, the only logical choice is to return to the community that raised you and make sure it's fed. Waste is a sin. I keep saying that. Of course! I'm always prepared if you want something ready-made. A Toplander buying from me? My friends will never believe this. or someone might hear you. I might know another way inside, but nobody can know it came from me. And you'll be using it at your own risk. Well, to become part of our fine society, you have to prove you deserve it. We don't have room for soft-shelled wimps, in any sense of the word. If you manage to get out of the ulcerate alive, everyone knows you can handle yourself, and that you won't cause any trouble because you've already got the rebellious phase out of your system. Fine, but this stays between us. Find Crofton. He should be somewhere near the observatory. He'll show you another way into the ulcerate. Just don't mention my name. There's a reason I stopped working with him. Let's just say we stopped seeing eye to eye on some fundamental dietary values. I wouldn't go there myself. But if you must, you must. If you get hungry, you'll know where to find me.
I'm sad. You bring change. Saras is sinking into sorrow, and I'm sinking with it. Comfort me. But I like Saras the way it is. I don't want it to turn worse. So, you're saying there's hope that change might actually be good for us? Well, we'll live and see. For now, hope will have to do. Thank you, Toplander. My gates are open to you.
Welcome. It's in remarkable condition. I truly appreciate it. Here's your payment. We'll see if it holds anything of value. Well, whatever's inside. You've earned this. Please, take it. Make yourself at... Farewell, Toplander.
Greetings, Toplander. Was it strong currents or a strong will that brought you down from above the roots? I'm Waste, formerly Saras's most efficient treasure hunter, now a merchant of its spoils. It's the only one I've got. I hatched weak. The carers at the ulcerate didn't see much promise in me. Waste of a good egg, they'd say. Or I'd hear 'em muttering, such a waste. It stuck, even though I kept surviving, much to their disappointment. I was even allowed out of the ulcerate, and they patted themselves on the back as if I'd done it thanks to them, not in spite of them. No, it's not a bad name. It reminds me what not to become, and what not to do with my life. I like to think it helped me keep in balance. Yes, hardly the safest choice, or the wisest, in more ways than one. The trouble was, even after I left the ulcerate, it didn't leave me. I still felt I had something to prove. And I did it in the most reckless way possible. Fortunately, I grew out of that. Although rather forcibly. I was nearly boiled alive in the oozing fields. It made me rethink a few choices, and not just mine. Sorry, I'd rather not talk about it anymore. But let's just say I had a nasty accident that made me realize it's a path to nowhere. I didn't survive the ulcerate just to die a stupid death the moment I got outside. I used to dream of glory. But there's a point where you have to accept that dreams should remain just that. Dreams. Otherwise, one day, you'll never wake up again. Looking for basics or something special? Take care out there.
would you look at that, sisters? What a tasty little morsel, dropped all the way to the bottom without anyone's help. Aren't we lucky today?
The luckiest. But what is it doing here, I wonder?
Who cares? We shouldn't be looking a gift kelpie in the mouth, should we?
Ha! Aren't you sure of yourself?
Shh. Let it be. I like them a little spicy.
My. Who would have thought Balls had it in her? I always knew that little thief was clever, but this is bold.
Almost a shame she was born, well, a shrimp. She might have made a fine hunter.
I'm afraid little Boz hasn't been entirely honest with you. Yes, she sent you for the pearl, but we're not the thieves here. She is. Boz used the pearl to steal the last song of our dying sister as she gave herself to the sea. She had no right. What's left of our sister belongs to us and to the waves. No surprise there, but what made her send you here for it, I wonder? She had to know we wouldn't simply hand it over. Either she truly believes in your skill, or she doesn't think much of you at all. There's no song more beautiful or more powerful than a Morgan's dirge. We weep for ourselves, for no one else will mourn us. We sing to the sea as we sink into its final embrace. It can beguile a mortal, drive them to despair. Spells woven from it are always strong, always cruel. And yes, it can be stolen. Many have tried, out of greed or malice. I find it vile. Careful, mortal. This is our sister's dirge you're speaking of, not some cheap bauble. Or would you like me to reach down your throat and find your tongue, so I can have it as a keepsake? Well, there is something you could do for us. And then I might consider giving you the pearl. One of the scions of the depths has made himself at home in a cave within our domain. He's alone from what we know. Only comes out now and then, picking off our weakest and dragging them away. We would have dealt with him ourselves, but he's been strangely elusive, as if the darkness itself hides him from us. Worse still, he sealed the entrance with some powerful spell. They claim to be the children of the Terror itself. Perhaps they are, I don't know. You'll rarely see them stoop to speak with, well, anyone. They're brutes who fancy themselves the deadliest predators in the sea. Let them think what they will. It causes a strange kind of paralysis. I've never felt anything like it. My whole body went taut, trembling, frozen. I couldn't move. And then my heart, it thundered in my ears so loudly I could hear nothing else. Fear? That's absurd. Mortals feel fear.
They do. It makes them taste sour.
Sour? Oh, to me it's more bitter.
If you say so, I think it makes them taste more like the sea. Worry about your life first. We'll speak of rewards when, if you come back.
Still breathing. I almost admire that.
What's wrong, mortal? Afraid of the dark? Come closer. Don't be shy. We've been waiting. And you live to tell the tale. What a curious little mortal you are. Usually your kind stumbles so easily into our claws. But don't be foolish enough to play our games. Not all Morgans are as benevolent as we are. Swim carefully. Not all of us are so kind.
The current must fancy you. It keeps carrying you to us.
devour you and your fear, and grow stronger for their coming. The Morgans think they own fear, so fond they are of sowing it in mortals above. I only let them taste what they themselves have planted. They call themselves devourers, yet they too will soon be devoured. All will tremble, all will end when they walk this forsaken reality. The past, the present, the future. They shall rule where others now pretend to rule. Even the so-called terror of the sea will fall before them. And I shall serve as their herald and their hand. No, we cannot. I do not waste my breath on vermin. Be glad. To die now is mercy. Release and let the depths drink of you. Your screams are but hymns to them. Through my veins. Can you hear?
Oh, what a sweet little treat you are. Wake? I see, you've done well. Nothing that slumbers in the depths should ever be woken. Those creatures, they are devours. Not even the ocean could hold them. Here, the reward I promised. Just make sure it's cared for. Our lost sister's song, in exchange for the lives of the sisters still with us. Seems like a fair trade, doesn't it? Really? You are a strange mortal. Most of your kind only want, few are willing to give. Very well. Thank you for your generosity, but we cannot let you go unrewarded. Here, take this instead. And visit us if you like. I promise we won't bite.
Speak for yourself.
Swim carefully. Not all of us are so... kind.
Toplander, step closer. Oh, tell me, convinced you. Of course, I should have known better. Don't expect a reward from me or from them, except perhaps a mouthful of teeth. Enjoy their regard. It will be short-lived, just like you. Help? Now? Help like the last time? When you lost me my pearl? I don't know. I shouldn't. Oh, but there's something I want so badly, and I can't have it, because I'm just Boz. Is that a surface way? Then it's knowledge, given away without a thought. Knowledge is everything to us, but nothing to you. Like pearls are nothing to us. Are they everything to you? What is touchable wastes away. Knowledge stays. Knowledge grows. Surface ways are strange, but useful. I have plenty of touchable things, and only one wish. I want the head of the great beast's bastard. Or not the head, some other part. A trophy. To have and to hold. Murder? Not murder. A hunt. She's the daughter of the beast, and a beast herself. It's kill or be killed with her. Their kind knows no other way. To prove a point. I may be a thin-bled, but I am not weak, not stupid. I am strong in my cleverness. I have collected many things I know their worth. And that knowledge I will use in the surface way. I will have what cannot be had. Respect. A little fear, not too much, but enough. With the great beast, of course, deep within what's left of it. A body made into a home, crawling with the unwanted. And with the scions of the depths. Good. And I will mount it where everyone can see. But first, you will need some things. Things I found, things I made. I wish to be a part of the hunt. Here, the bait. A smelly delicacy. Show me yours. Don't drift too...
Come close. Wake, nothing here. See. And I thank you. Now, begone, and be well. Visit us if you wish. I promise we won't bite.
Speak for yourself.
Swim carefully. Not all of us are so... kind.
grow scales, do you think? If you stay long enough? Oh, tell me. Not honest? Me? I am honest. Always. Always. I made the pearl. I captured the Morgan song. So it was mine, not theirs. But the song would have been swallowed by the sea. Gone forever. Not humming sweetly in the darkest depths. Such a loss. Such a tragedy. The sea is cruel and unfeeling. So are its daughters, and so are its laws. But we are all of the sea, and to the sea we belong. I knew that, I did. I will crack the pearl, release the song. But I will not do it with joy. And here is your reward. Something of the sea. I have more, you know. I could share for something of the land. What do you say? Secret for secret. Knowledge for knowledge. I wish to know of the land. You wish to survive in the depths. It's a fair trade, no? Anything, everything. What is as clear to you as a whale song in the dark? Good. I will have my treasures ready. That makes my scales prickle with excitement. Thank you for your knowledge, Toplander. I need to put it away. See that it sits neatly. Come back later, when I have room for more. Try not... I'm so... the god. But I will. And I. Secret. It's a fair. Good. No, I do just fine. The sea provides. I know the sea. The sea knows me. But oh, there is one. I'm just Boz. Being Boz is not enough. Thin-bloods are the weakest children. Not clever like the reef bounds, not strong like the scions. We are the failures, the prey, not enough, never enough. Is this the way of the surface? Here, you are what you are. The moment you hatch, you know how you'll die, and then you'll be eaten. Or sooner, such is the cycle. But I want the way of the Toplanders, your way. To be different, to be more. The head of the great beast bastard, or not the heads up to her. Murder! It's kid. To prove and that I. With the great beast, a body made into a home, crawling with the unwanted. And with the. Good. And I will. But first, you will need some things. Things I found, things I made. I wish to be a part of the hunt. Here, the bait. A smelly delicacy. The sea gift. Off you. Toplander! Oh, thank you for your knowledge, Toplander. See that it's... Don't drift too far. Toplander. That makes my... Thank you for your... See that it's... Don't let... Toplander! You've given me a gift. I will treasure it. Thank you for your knowledge, Toplander. I need to put it away. See that it sits neatly. Don't let the... Toplander. You've given... Thank you for your knowledge, Toplander. See that it... Don't let the... Toplander. Thank you for your... See... Toplander! You do not feed on them? Such a waste! Such a waste! Thank you for your knowledge, Toplander. I need to put it away. See that it sits neatly. Come back later, when I have room for more. Off you... Toplander. Don't drift... Toplander! Changes them? Changes how? Into what? The Scions are monsters. They hatch like that. We don't need your weirdness for that. And more Scions every night? How boring that sounds! How vile! We don't need your weirdness at all. Thank you for your knowledge, Toplander. See that... Try not to... Toplander. Ah, no need. I'm content. Filled to bursting. I've devoured all of your words. Voraciously. With abandon. I might have overdone it. Now, I need to digest. As is the feeling. My head is full, so full. Another morsel and it will split in half. I can't have that. I like my head. It seems vast, but not vast like the sea. Vast like a whale carcass, full of living beings. It keeps wriggling, keeps changing, keeps moving. Oh, just thinking about it makes me dizzy. I need to wait until it stops. Then I'll start again. I have enough. Where would I store more? I am not the size of the archive. I will cherish what you gave me. I will make sure it does not vanish. It will not disappear into the endless dark, unless it's with me. But I will give you one last gift, and I hope I'll live in your memory. as you will in mine. Try not to get eaten, Toplander.
Beautiful, isn't it? Our sky above,
We call it the Sky of Roots. I could stare at it for hours. I'm Vandu, keeper of the observatory. As for who you are, you don't need to tell me. I can see everything from here. The voice of the Lord of the Depths is especially clear in this place. You can't really talk to something that's omnipotent. All you can do is listen and try to understand what it wants to tell you. Maybe he's the one inspiring me to break through the Sky of Roots, to be closer to him. Well, I watch the Sky of Roots. I listen to the Lord of the Depths. And when I have a moment, I dream of seeing what lies beyond it. I also enjoy designing things. Devices, mostly. Perhaps one of them will someday let me reach the great deep. Oh, that's very kind of you. And yes, I could use your help. I need someone to bring me essence of scalding steam, a key component of my latest invention. My sister, Waste, used to gather materials for me, but she's been caught up with other duties. Besides, I wouldn't want her wandering into such dangerous places. You'll find the essence of scalding steam in the oozing fields. Here, this container will allow you to gather the essence. Bring it to me, and I'll reward you with one of my more valuable designs. I'll be here, waiting. Oh, this place has called to me ever since I was a tadpole in the ulcerate. My sister never understood my fascination, but I always knew this was where I belonged. Its history reaches back to the very beginning of Saras. It's almost as old as the ulcerate and the archive. It was built by the first crew. I think they wanted to see what was happening on the surface. I can't see anything myself. Maybe because I'm a deep dweller, but I can hear the will of the Lord of the Depths clearly here. It flows through me and fills me with calm. It's an incredible feeling. It's as unknowable as he is. As long as I feel calm, I know everything is unfolding as it should. I feel that same calm now, speaking with you, and take it as a sign that what we do is right. When I feel unease, I know something's not meant to be. I can't explain it any other way. You'll just have to trust my intuition that our meeting is good and true. Well, I can't be certain. But isn't that what you surface folk call faith? I choose to believe that I hear the voice and feel the will of the Lord of the Depths moving through me. That choice alone is enough to make me happy. May the will of the Lord of the Depths bring you peace. I hope finding the essence of scalding steam. Until we meet again, Toplander.
I thought my eyes were deceiving me, but you really are a Toplander. I should have known, should have known. No reef-bound or even scion has such meaty legs. Yes, they are. Not thin like a reef-bound's or wiry like a scion's. I suppose they must be strong enough to keep you on the ground, no? Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. I don't have legs myself, so I'm kind of curious about them, you know? Noralume did. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I've always known she'd see reason one day. Here, take the key. The entrance is just past me. I mean, the ulcerate is in shambles. I'm telling you, the whole thing is on its last legs. We needed Noralume's help, but she was having none of it. If you ask me, it was all just excuses. She just wanted to do her own thing away from here. Like I said, excuses. We all believe the same thing. Everything belongs to the sea, and everything goes back to it. We had some creative differences, but that's all. I think she just likes to be special. There used to be order to things, right? The strong preyed on the weak, and the weak learned how to survive. It worked. More or less. But now everyone wants to be the bigger fish. Everyone wants to eat, and no one wants to work for it. That's why we need every pair of hands we can get, to somehow quell this madness. From you? Nah. I don't give a crap about knowledge. So what could a toplander have that I'd need? Don't worry about it. It's enough that you're here. Noralume and I will settle it between ourselves. Sure. And good luck on your way in. Sir Abs used to say, if you want something done right, do it yourself, and don't count on those brainless mongrels. Of course, back then when he said brainless mongrels, he also meant me. But I learned. Not well enough, looks like it, if you managed to make it all the way here. Now be good and come to the slaughter. The Scions are waiting for their next meal.
Enough! That's enough! You showed those maggots! Blasted things thought they could feed on me. Control me. Me! Though, not gonna lie, it's a good thing you showed up when you did, stranger. You're a curious piece of meat, aren't you? Guess I owe you one now. That's a good question, isn't it, stranger? I know what they weren't. For one, they weren't supposed to be coming out of the eggs, yet here they are. More and more of them every day. At this point, the whole bloody ulcerate must be infected. Do I bloody look like a learned man to you? I don't know. And those scaly wastes of space who are supposed to guard the eggs don't know either. They think they're so smart because they can string a sentence together, but in the end, nothing comes of it. Useless, the lot of them. Because they're dumb as rocks, driven by nothing but instinct. And I'm the biggest, tastiest morsel in this whole place. If they'd brought me down, they'd have a proper feast on my carcass. They wish my skin's tough enough that they'd have starved before they tasted my flesh. Am I now? I'll need to have a word with Josephus then. Find out where he got the idea that he can order me around. Though I suppose it must be the same place he got the idea to wake up Leah. The endless pit of stupidity and self-importance where his brain should be. Truth be told, I don't care either way. I've been bored as shit these past few hundred years, and Leah is entertaining. And by that, I mean stark raving mad. We always got along, Leah and I. We understood each other. But that was before Nimue had to put him down, for his own good and for everyone else's. I didn't say that, but my main concern is, and always will be, the ulcerate. Oh, I can't be worrying about Lear running wild, losing what's left of his mind, and this bloody infestation all at once. So, here's my deal. You find out what's happening here, help me fix it, and I'll play your song. Start with the dormitory and the refectory, then go as deep as you need to until this blight is eradicated. Good. You do that, and then may the Lord have mercy on all of us. What now? I'm up to my gills in problems as it is. The ulcerate is what it is. There's not much more to it than what you see. Endless rows of eggs and countless spawns of the Lord of the Seas. All for me to look after. Well, then you haven't met my mother. May the gods rest her soul, and the soil quench her anger. This place requires a heavy hand. Thankfully, that's one of the things I inherited from her. That, and my pretty eyes. Keeping the eggs warm so they hatch. Making sure what comes out doesn't die on the spot. And then comes the delightful task of raising them. making sure they don't grow up weak. With the Scions, it's easy. They have an innate craving for domination, but even that needs to be reined in sometimes. Reefbounds are smart, sometimes too smart for their own good. Out in the world, too much thinking can get you killed. And Finbloods are, well, you learn to live with them. Of course not. I appoint carers to help me around the Ulcerate. After all, it's only natural that older siblings should look after the younger, isn't it? I chose those who show the most promise. Those who understand why they went through all those hardships. They don't know familiar love the way we do, so at least there's no risk of spoiling the little ones rotten. The world out there's cold and uncaring, even more so than the one we grew up in. Only the strong survive. Charity and empathy are luxuries, not instincts. To everyone out there, you're just a meal waiting to happen. And you can't let that happen. Neither can they. They are the children of the terror of the seas. They need to live up to their heritage. He sank my ship, the bastard. But he was clever enough not to sink me. I hated him back then. Thought I'd never stop. He took my ship, my men, and my freedom. I wasn't made to serve. But it turned out servitude wasn't what he wanted from me. He needed someone to keep things in order. So his ship became mine, and so did his men. In the end, he never gave me an order I didn't want to follow. Just one. Make sure they obey. At sea, discipline is everything. Every so often, you get some fool who thinks he's too big for his britches. That's how you know you slipped up. Gave them time to think. And thinking's where the trouble starts. They're not meant to think. They're meant to listen and do as they're told. The only thing they ought to be wondering is how long they can hold their breath while being keel-hauled for running their mouths when they shouldn't. Nah, I'd always known I'd end up at the bottom of the sea one day. Just never thought it would be this way. Instead of being fish food, I'm basically a fish lord. This place is tough, and it suits me. Though I do miss sailing. Oh, I've gone as stale as a forgotten hardtack. You solved the problem? Then what are you waiting for? Leave me to my business. You've got yours.
Toplander, Abyssodontist himself must have sent you to me. We need to talk. Privately, and right away if possible. Yes, I'm so terrified, I feel like I'm about to die. Thank you for giving me a moment of your time. Trust me, I'd bow down to you and invite you over for a round of faceted shells. But I'm out of time, and my head is on the line. Like it or not, you're the only one I can turn to. If anyone else learns what happened, I'll end up in a geyser, doomed to boil forever. It's about an egg. A priceless egg from our collection. One of them has disappeared. I have no idea who'd be so bold to commit such a theft, but it's true. The egg is gone. Thankfully, it wasn't one of the creator's eggs. Abyssodontist must have been watching over those. But it's still a priceless egg from the collection of reef-bound scientists, raised to help Saris grow and gather knowledge in the future. This kind of reef-bound is the future of our community. The first of us who may one day have intellect equal to that of the ancient crewmen. Oh, I do. Their disgusting bodies are already boiling in the geyser, watched by the ever-vigilant Thalrin. The problem is, they insist they're innocent, despite the overwhelming evidence against them. I still don't know where the egg is. I'm already getting odd looks for leaving this place so often. The slime of the Scourge of the Seas. It was definitely the slime of the Scourge of the Seas. It can't be mistaken for any other substance. They tend to grow lesser organisms on their bodies. I spent half a day cleaning that disgusting residue off my bedding. And wouldn't you know it? Depth Gore's gang are all scourges, and we've long suspected them of thieving and smuggling. It's obvious they're responsible for stealing the egg. On the oozing fields, of course. The closest thing we have to a prison. Thankfully, we don't get many wrongdoers here in the Sanctuary. But when we do, we have Thalarin and his geysers. They're enough to scare anyone out of ever breaking the rules of our community. Thalarin can be very principled. If you don't give him a good reason for speaking with the prisoners, he might not let you near them. And since this whole business with the missing eggs needs to stay between us, telling him the truth is out of the question. I did hear, however, that he has a weakness for rum from the surface. If you don't have any on you, check the chests on the sunken ships. We've got a lot of those down here. Come back with the egg, my dear. Come back with the egg. And don't forget that my life is in your hands. Hurry, please. Take this key. It's your fastest way out. I'm counting on you. Do you have the egg yet? May our land be kind to you.
the tide dragged in. You solved the problem? Aha! Finally, some peace and quiet here. Though not for long, I suppose. Now tell me, what had the gall to corrupt my ulcerate? Oh, blast it! Looks like it was my own negligence that caused it. Oh, this place won't let you put your guard down for even a moment. You did good, stranger. I promised you the melody, so meet me at the organ. And may the Lord of the Seas have mercy on you, because Leah sure won't.